Hello, and welcome. I have almost no voice, and I honestly don't have the energy to put my hair down or put some makeup on. So we had our first nurse flipper camp this weekend. I obviously did a lot of presentations, so I talked a lot, and I have lost my voice. Pretty near lost my voice. Yeah, so it was a great time. So I want to say thanks again to those of you that did come to the first nurse flipper camp. And if you go to the nurseflipper.bigcartel, you can see about the Tennessee camp coming up in 4 weeks, which is exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what sold and talk a little bit about why I am shipping today, because my intention was not to ship today, but because of a few variables, I have to at least ship some. So let's go ahead and take a look at what sold. So what I'm going to do is show you everything that sold over the weekend, and I'm not shipping it all out. So we have just under 1,000. We had two really low days, and luckily we had another close to $600. It was Saturday this week, not Friday, and that made it close to the 1,000. And then we also have close to $100 going out over on Facebook Marketplace. Dalton is waving hi. So let me go ahead and show you. All right, so first up, these are Red Wing Green Village. They are just a oil and vinegar Cruet. They are not marked. These two I paid less than $1, and they sold for $19.49. So they are about a $15 profit. When I tell you my profit, that is after the fees and cost of goods that I paid. It's not calculating things like labor and electricity and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Next is this cute little bear in his little sweater vest. This little guy paid $1 for. He sold for $12.99. It took about 3 or 4 months. Not super long, but still not bad, and about a $10 profit. So Plush, this is not something I would have picked up if I were sourcing, but you see a lot of things that I pick up in box lots, and I list them because I have them, and this was one of them. Next is this Nexium clipboard. So this Nexium clipboard sold for $17.50. I picked this up from George the Antique Nomad at an estate sale he was doing. The funny thing is, it sold while we were at Nurse Flipper camp, and I was like 10 feet away from George. I'm like, George, look. So that was definitely a really good sale, and probably about a $14 profit, and it sold in less than 2 months. Up next is this really pretty. This is a little hand painted piece of like slate or marble, maybe even granite. This one here sold $11.04, and I paid $2 at the thrift store, so it's about a $7 profit. Next, this is really nice, and it sold for close to $40. If you look up close, this is painted feathers. I picked this up from Miss Lori, who's actually a friend of Yvonne Thrifty Rich. She's moving, and she was selling off some of her inventory, and I got it from her. Paid about $5, so this one's going to be about a $28 profit, and sold about 2 months. Up next is a situation where I missed something, and luckily the buyer looked at the pictures and they noticed. So this really pretty coat jacket, I think I got it from George. I didn't pay a ton, but I didn't notice. It has a really big stain on it, and this is on the front and the back, and the buyer put that in her comment when she sent me an offer. So I think I had it at about $40. It is new with the tag of $129, but the thing is it was stained, and I didn't know. So they sent me an offer of $24, and I said, you know what, it's flawed. I didn't notice it, didn't put in the description, but again, they did, because they said, it looks like the stains on the front and the back. Can you tell me if it is? I looked and said, sure enough, it actually was. And so I'm still going to make about $15 on that, but I'm glad the buyer caught that before sending me an offer. And it was kind of a lower offer than I would have accepted if it had not had flaws. Up next is this really cute hand-painted crow ornament. I just paid $1 for this. It is so cute. It's got like the little gingham ribbon. Sold for $19.49. So don't pass up ornaments. It might be like a terracotta actually, but it is hand painted. It had crows and it sold in about 2 months. So this one's about a $15 profit. Keep your eye out for the ornaments. Up next, this is Oxaca and it is signed. It's a really cute whatever it is. Well, I take that back. It's really not that cute. The painting is very pretty. I put Bobcat. It was signed by Alejandro, and this one I got in an auction lot, and I swear he had a tail when I got him. Well, when I got him home, he did not have a tail, and it's just one that like twists in, so I don't know. It could be in a box somewhere. Not sure. Listed it as is. Accepted a best offer of $19. I did pay, I want to say $5 or $7 for this, so this one's actually about a $10 profit, and that was because I didn't have the tail, so I could not get as much as I had originally anticipated. Alright, up next is the first of very many Harley pens. This one sold for $33. If you remember, I bought 600 of these. We have about 200 of them listed, so we still have 400 to go, and they are selling like crazy. Like, really good. Paid $1. This one, and I did on this one put number 1 Ironhead Shovelhead, and it sold for 33 bucks. So this one is about a $28 profit. So there are going to be some outliers like this that sell for $30+, but the majority of them are selling for $10. But even if they all sold for $10, gonna still make thousands and thousands of dollars on them. So it was a really great buy. I'm happy that I found those. And this is another Harley Davidson. This one has a motorcycle with wings, which is what I put in it. This one sold for $32.49 again. So again, about a $25, $26 profit on this. And these are so easy to list and photograph and ship, and especially with over a $20 profit, absolutely amazing. Watch out for Harley stuff. Not all is going to sell high, but it does sell pretty consistently, and you're going to see I sold a lot over on Facebook Marketplace as well. Alright, this one's kind of cool. This one is an oil can, a Harley Davidson motor oil can. This one sold for $19.49, so we sold some higher cost ones. This one's going to be about a $14 profit, and all of these, none of these have been listed more than 2 weeks, so they are selling very fast. Another $19 one. I'm good with $19 versus $9.99. This one here sold for, next, this is actually a tablecloth. This is a pretty cool tablecloth I got in a buyout. Actually only $1 in. This one sold for $50. $50. Keywords: vintage 80s Bulgarian muslin linen orange and brown tablecloth. So how did I know it was vintage 80s and Bulgarian? Well, I did a Google and search and found it. So this one is over a $40 profit. It did take about 4 to 5 months, but again, these are really easy to photograph. I lay them on the ground and remove the background. And this is just going to go into a poly mailer, so super easy to ship. And then this pretty little water pitcher. It is not signed. It's about 10 inches tall. This one sold for $25. I think I paid $5, so this is about a $15 profit. I just like the way this looked. That is why I picked that one up. Alright, next is an item I picked up at a personal buyout. Paid about $5. And I normally don't pick up steins, but this is painted. And what I still wasn't going to pick it up because most of them are mass produced. But I opened it up, and I don't remember if it was me or Charlene because my friend Charlene was with me. But look on the inside there. It says 4 of 10. When I see 4 of 10, I know this is a very limited edition. So this one I put on auction. I could find absolutely nothing like it. And started at $50, paid about $5. I'm like, okay, I think it's worth about $50, but what if it's worth $500? Let me put it up on auction. Put it up on auction, got 1 bid. That is all you need. 1 bid is all you need. That is a $40 profit, sold in 7 days because it was up on auction. Which brings me to why I have to ship today when I did not intend on it. When I started this auction, and you're gonna see a couple more, my handling time was still at 1 day. So when these ended over the weekend and the buyers paid, shipping is due today. It's after 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to ship really fast. But yeah, I'm only gonna ship what I have to today, and then I'll catch up tomorrow. This is another one that I put up on auction. It's just a really pretty costume ring. This one, again, got at a buyout. Paid about $5. It sold for $19.99, so it's about a $12 profit. Now, on the flip side, same buyout, same $5, also an auction. This little beauty, which happens to be 14 karat, sold for $124.50. I started at $49.99 as well. Like, okay, if I can get 50 bucks for it, I paid $5. I'm good with that. Well, that one got several bids. Sold for $125 for a little slide pendant. So super happy with that. That is over $110 profit. I'm gonna break in really quick. I want to show you guys a video clip, and I want to thank you personally as well for all of the donations for the girls that were hurt on the school bus accident. I stopped and dropped off a check. I will also show you a clip of that. And the principal and the dean of the school would like to personally thank you. All right, guys, I am outside Yankeetown School with a check for $2,500. We are donating it to them for the school bus crash. So to those of you that donated, thank you so much. I really appreciate you helping me raise this money. And to Clara at List Perfectly for matching dollar for dollar everything that was donated. Thank you so much, guys. I am giving them $2,500, and amazing community. I love you guys. Thanks so much.
Yankeetown School would love to thank all of the subscribers to the Nurse Flippers website. Your donation to our children at the Shands Hospital is greatly appreciated. You don't know how much that is going to mean to them and to their families. Thank you very much, and Nurse Flipper, you rock. Thank you.
All right, next, another Harley pen. This little pen sold for $17. So all of these have been more than that $9 mark. Some of the ones over on Facebook were $9, but that's okay. This one sold for $17, so it's about a $14 profit. And then this is a vintage brochure or ephemera. This is Petrified Forest National Park. I paid like 50 cents. It sold for $4, so it's about a $3 profit. Watch out for brochures. Some of these can go very high, but most are not going to, and they do take a long time to sell, so it kind of depends on what you want to do. I like them because I can buy them in lots and get them really cheap. Up next, this is a Harley Davidson Aviator Wings. This one sold for $15. Sorry, I don't think we did. So my daughter listed a lot of these and forgot to put, this is missing a pen. So this one might come back. I'm gonna go ahead and send it because a lot of collectors just tack them up to a board and just kind of see what the buyer says once they get it. Up next is a glove dryer. I bought these for less than $1 on a pallet from a high bid auction. This one sold for $13.64, plus the buyer paid $7 in shipping. $7 doesn't cover it. They're normally about $8 to $9. So this one's about a $7 profit, but it's already in the box. That's why I'm showing you the screenshot there, and I don't have to do anything but grab it out and slap a label on it, which is nice. Up next is another item from the personal buyout. Again, between $3 and $5 in. This is a vintage Gone with the Wind. I was hoping it would be worth more money, and just because stuff's old does not mean it's worth money. But $5 in, it sold for $19.64, about an $11, $12 profit, and it actually sold in under a month, so not too horrible. Up next, this cute little bear. Look at her little bunny slippers. This really caught my eye. She does come with the stand. She is Annette Funicello. Some of her bears go high. She does have blue eyes, if you can see there. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. I sold another one of these for about $30. This one sold for $18. I paid $6, so it's about a $9 to $10 profit, and it took almost a year. Some of my other Annette Funicello bear sold really fast. So that kind of brings up the point that with the same brand, you really need to check the exact item you have, because some of that brand might sell really fast and really high. Others might not sell at all, and it might be really, really low dollar. So don't just take a brand and assume, oh, this brand sells really, really good. You need to find the exact item that you can, if at all possible, when you're trying to look up how much things are selling for. Next, and I gotta wipe it off. This is a Russel Wright plate. Russel Wright is one of my favorite as far as dinnerware. This is Iroquois China. This one plate sold for $16.24. I paid less than $1. It is about a $13 profit, and plates are not that hard to ship. They fit in number 7 boxes pretty good most of the time. Sometimes I have to go to 14 inches if they are 12-inch plates, but other than that, they will fit in number 7, which is free from USPS. Next is this cute little oil lamp. So I paid $1 for this. This one is signed. It might have been like a studio pottery piece. It does have the little cork, but it looks like it was hand turned, if you see here. It does have the wick inside. Paid $1. This one sold for $17 in about 2 to 3 months. So it's about a $13 to $14 profit. And then this fun little necklace, this purple bead. I put chunky, I put large bead, purple, gold tone, because it does have the little gold tone beads in between. Paid less than $1, sold for $11.04, about an $8 profit. And up last on eBay is this brass eagle. So this is a little paperweight. Paid less than $1 in a brass lot. I love getting brass lots from online auctions. Brass doesn't necessarily sell high, but it sells pretty good for me. And this little eagle sold for $20, plus the buyer paid $10 in shipping, so he's going to be about a $15 profit. All right, that was it for eBay. That is slow for us. I was lucky I had the one high day. I have not really done anything on eBay since Wednesday, so 5 days, and the sales are definitely showing the lack of like me doing anything. So hopefully I can sleep a lot tonight, a lot. I have not been getting much sleep with the retreat, so I'm hoping that I can get some sleep, and tomorrow I will be able to kind of get back on my game. We do have our live show tomorrow night. I will have my show co-host Julian, Bearded Thrift Machine, and we will be joined by Tiffany, Thrifting Vegas, and Danny, the Niche Lady. So come by tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as every Tuesday. So let me show you guys what sold over on Facebook. This little 3D motorcycle sold for about $9. I love Facebook because it's 6% fees, so it's about an $8, well, $7.50 profit. And then this panhead, it just says the word panhead. This one sold for about $9 as well. And if you're wondering how I'm pricing these Harley pins, the majority of them Google Lens does find a pretty close match, so I know about what they have been selling for. This one is a panhead engine. This one sold for $14. And then this oak leaf one sold for $9. The oak leaf ones are selling fast. They don't sell high, but they have been selling really fast for us. This panhead one sold for $19, so it's about a $15 profit. And I did put enamel oval panhead Harley Davidson, which helped it to sell. And then this red, white, and blue Harley Davidson flag, this one sold for $12. This Harley Davidson with the wings, this one sold for $16. 107 is another oak leaf. This one sold for $9. And then this Harley Davidson #1 sold for $9 as well. So about $100 of sales using List Perfectly to cross post. I do want to thank Clara again for matching dollar for dollar all of your donations, as well as being generous enough to sponsor my first camp and give each participant a free month of List Perfectly to try. Just absolutely amazing. As well as Joel at American Bubble Boy. Everybody got a free roll of Joel's recycled bubble wrap. So Joel has recycled bubble wrap now. It's pretty cool. As you know, like, we don't want more plastic in the environment, and with breakables, you really need the bubble wrap. So I think it's really cool Joel has provided us an option of recycled bubble wrap. The one that we got for camp to show, so everybody could come and feel it and see that it is the same, was lavender. It was like purple. It was pretty darn cool, but you can't pick the color. Sometimes it will be green, sometimes you might get a pretty purple. Joel has it on sale right now for $25 a roll for 250 feet, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so if you have not tried bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy, now would be a great time, especially if you are like myself and environmentally conscious. Then this is a great way when packing your breakables to use a recycled product. So again, to all my nurse slipper people, thank you. We had a great time at camp. If you're interested in the Sevierville camp, go to the nurseslipper.bigcartel.com, or you can go to the nurseslipper.com. Send me an email if you have any questions. All of the private rooms are sold out, but we have bunk rooms left for the ladies. They are queen size bunks. The top and the bottom are queen size beds. And we also have class only spots. So if you're not comfortable in a bunk bed with a roommate, you can get your own Airbnb and just pay to come for the classes. And you can add on if you want to come to the meals with us as well. So thank you for watching. I know this is shorter than my normal. I am tired. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully my voice will be a little bit back. Bye guys.